Hey YouTube, coming at you with a team from a member, a new member. So Henry, who's been around for a while, he's submitted before, but first time submitting as a member. So thank you for the support. Submitting an interesting team that I thought of the other day while looking at an old video of yours showcasing a double flyer duo when GLIGAR was still meta, and wanted to see if I can make it work when this meta ABB team week 2 rock and electric. Gastron covers nicely. I'm still working on my fast move timing, and I think it's improved a bit, but did make some mistakes here and there. Good to note in the game. With Bastion, I panicked and fat-thumbed Talonflame without thinking, but yeah. But I know that stemmed from a bigger issue of not getting out a Gastrodon on the lead and drawing out Bastion. Okay, yes, if you're going to be double weak to that in the back, you've got to try and draw it out. But good to know. Yeah, it was definitely a Gligar something. It was to neutralize the electric weakness. It had to be a water Pokemon. I think it was probably Mantine. It was probably like Gligar Mantine. Could you basically neutralize the electric weakness on Gligar and you neutralize the ice weakness on Mantine. So that was how the team worked. Or it was a Pelipper. Same sort of idea. So that's how it worked back in the day with those two. Otherwise, as I fiddle with the size here, let's watch the battles, see how it goes. Okay, who's your safe swap? Talonflame would probably be safer. So I'm assuming Talonflame is your go-to safe swap here. No, going with the Moltres. Sucker Punch and Ancient Power Brave Bird. So we're going to let this first move go. Ancient Power is super effective. So we're going to throw here. Yeah, timing was not great on that one. So Ancient Power does land, does super effective, and hello, boost of the defense and the attack. So we're going to shield up a move even though you just boosted. And they try to catch on Clodsire and going to bait. I mean, I know you're boosted, so they may respect it, but I still don't like this bait here. You do grab a shield, which is nice. Sludge Bomb is potentially going to take you out, so now you're going to shield this up. I don't think the next bait's worth it. I think you just go straight Brave Bird, but okay, here we go. Second bait. And it does not work. I feel like you got to take it out there or grab a shield because then you just leave yourself vulnerable here. Do eventually get to the Brave Bird. But now we're down shields. So even if we take this, like, at what cost here? So got to come Talonflame. They're going to get off a move here now. If it's like a Dark Pulse, it'll chip you to half. No, just over half. You gotta hope for like a farm down. You gotta hope they honestly like stay in and you gotta farm down and then oof. Gonna instant swap and it is a Grumpig in the back. So here comes, what does it have? Dynamic Punch and something. Shadow Ball. There's the Shadow Ball. Going straight for the Earth Power. Trying to land this. Grab a shield or it almost takes it out. And do get the farm down. So now you can get to Body Slam, which is huge. Or just going for the, I was going to say, are you going for the Body Slam or just going for the fast move down? Throwing the Body Slam because I think we have a move on Talonflame. And they have to just throw. And if you have a move on Talonflame, this is over. And you do. So it's over. Do you have... Oh, you have Fly. Okay. As I change the Slazzle, so great lead into an Azumarill. Ooh, Azumarill. That sucks. Yeah, so we just got to kind of play this out. Because Azumarill would very much beat Talonflame and Moltres here. So, gonna shield it up. At this point, yeah, at this point it's low enough that you can just probably just come and Moltres if you want. And they come in Superior. You know you got to come Talonflame here. So coming in, I mean, it doesn't matter in the ending because there are two flyers in the back, which will just dominate. But yeah, you've got to come Moltres when you can. Now my camera's messing up. Holy smokes, what a disaster of a start here. Okay. But yeah, so it doesn't matter too much because you're a flyer, but obviously the Incinerate and the would just really ramp up there. So getting to the move. Does not quite take out. Now you can just come and incinerate with the shield advantage. And it's a Salazzle in the back and just gonna, holy smokes. 2 Mud Slaps takes us down. They're gonna have, I wouldn't shield the first one because they have Poison Fang. And if they get to the second one, that's gonna do more. They do not get to a second one though, so that's good. But yeah, you never shield up the first one on Salazzle because it has Poison Fang, which just lowers your defense. It's kind of like when you, back in the day when Nidoqueen was a thing, you never shield up the first one because you always just want to save it for after they lower your defense a bunch. But yeah, with the Superior, still not an issue. Okay, Clodsire, great lead. They are not getting out. Earthquake will, I don't know, chip you to 50%. So we're going to just respect it, assuming they're not going to go Sludge Bomb or Stone Edge. And it's a Mandibuzz in the back. So coming in Talonflame. Timing is weird here because they're going to need to move on 9 here. Nope. So we're going to come to 15, which means you got to just throw Ryan Stampede here, yeah. And now you almost need to just go back to back here. Yeah. I'm going to shield. Worried that a Dark Pulse will take you out. Do CMP here. So here comes the second fly. They do shield. And now trying to catch a foul play or Dark Pulse. And they bank that. Now comes for Alligator. Just going for the Brave Bird. Trying to take this out or grab a shield. Ice. Yeah. Geez, if Ice Beam would have one-shot before. But I can imagine now. May just go for the Hydro with the defense harshly fallen here. Nope. Going for the Ice Beam to confirm the kill. Have the Earth Power. So this will... It's a non-shadow for Alligator, so it may not take out. No, they live with a little bit. You do get the farm down, which is huge. They have the Clodsire, which is great. And the Mandibuzz. I'm surprised they didn't try and like catch. Do like a Mandibuzz coming in and then try and catch a Body Slam on Clodsire. But they do actually get a move off here because non-stab Body Slam. Instant swap, trying to get to the Brave Bird, or worst case scenario, they're going to have to throw a move. And then you should be able to sweep a Gastrodon, but do get to a Brave Bird, so this will take out. Incinerate down for the win. Okay, they get a move off. That's fine. They don't have 2 moves banked here. So Dark Pulse takes you out. You don't need a Dark Pulse when you after a Brave Bird. You just need the Air Lace. Girafarig. So this seems like a 2... okay, it's going straight in. Sucker Punch. Yeah, they're going to have an answer here. But okay. You know, Brave Bird will still hurt. It won't take out, but it'll hurt. Going to just let this go. So Girafarig, I mean, I would always let the switch clock go a little more than that, but Girafarig seems like one of those 2 shield Pokemon that's sort of glassy that you can just build with bulk in the back. So I can see this being like a Clodsire, Azumarill backline where you just like double shield Girafarig and then just have those bulky Pokemon in the back just kind of out spam here. So now you're in trouble. Like, I don't know if I want to let this go. No, you might want to just like one more throw and they try to catch Sand Slash. Did not accept Sand Slash. Not even a Sand Slash, a Kanto Sand Slash. See, that's okay. I mean, the ground makes sense because Confusion is resisted on steals and stuff. But a Sand Slash, huh? Okay. So Sand Slash gonna go for the second fly here. They are now double shielding this and coming in Giraffe now. Where you get this fly off to take this out. This is why I don't like this strategy that they just had to burn 2 shields on the thing and now leave a Giraffe vulnerable. And they're not gonna like sand attack down here, so they gotta throw Rock Tomb, super effective, that'll take you out. And just Mud Slap down. What a weird backline. Okay. So Malamar outpaces for sure. I assume they just go foul play. It'd be kind of weird. Oh, well, they could do Power and Bail, but I assume it'll just be foul play. Definitely trying to catch a move. This seems like a guaranteed superpower and bail situation here, especially that they can align. There's your superpower. There's your bail into Togetic. Ancient power super effective, so that's okay, but obviously not a good matchup. And Gastrodon isn't a good matchup either, so grabbing a shield is not bad. I don't think it's worth the shield here. I think 2 shield Talonflame just start ramping up here. Oh, you can't ramp up because you have Flying Brave Bird. You know, what is it? Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam. That's resisted. Psyshock's still add up though, yeah. So I would not want to take a second one either. So going for the just get this out of here. And cannot quite get out, which means you're gonna have to burn a shield here. Yeah, you can't let this go. Okay, I'm guessing a Gastrodon comes in. Okay, this is not bad because Mudslap is single resisted, so. And they do not shield, so we're going to try and snipe with the Earth Power here. They do shield. And out comes a Malamar with, like... They just dumped the Sewer Power, yeah, so they don't have a lot. Now they're going to try and slap you down and come out with multiple moves here, though. Can you live a Body Slam? Oh, that's rough. And you get to the... I'm just trying to think. I mean, you had a shield anyways. I'm just trying to think what actually does more, a non-stab Body Slam or a single resisted Earth Power. I feel like a single resisted Earth Power does more. Okay. Oof. This is rough. So we had a Pidgeot on our Gastrodon, and we swapped Moltres just to get hit with a Morpeko. Again, I'm very surprised you're running this Pokemon as a safe swap. I don't love this Pokemon as a safe swap, Moltres. You get 1 turn denied here too, which is really rough. So yeah, you definitely have to let the Psychic Fangs go, and probably worth shielding this up here. Yeah. Slap down. I assume it's just the Psychic Fangs. Still does a lot of damage after boosted and you already attack is lowered. Going for the Pidgeot. Going for the Body Slam on the Pidgeot. I would not. Oh, no, man. Come on. How long have you been watching my channel for? You can never, ever leave one Pokemon against a Pokemon that can lower your attack or defense, especially when that Pokemon can lower your attack or defense by 2. So your attack is now 2 times lowered. They're 100% going to shield this and lower your attack times 4 because that is just basically unusable. So you're shielding just a Brave Bird, a 4 times lower Brave Bird. I don't even care if it's on a grass, is not even going to one-shot. You can never, ever leave a Pokemon alive, one Pokemon that you cannot reset. So Azumarill is this one. See, this could be a one with Bastiodon. So this doesn't work. It won't work like the other one. What made the other one so strong is how great Gligar was as a safe swap, just because how spammy it was. You got your like grass, you got your flying moves that came quick, and you had the coverage and dig. It was a fantastic Pokemon. Whereas both these Pokemons have such limitations. Talonflame W to rock, Moltres just resisted on a lot of moves, like Fairy and Fighting and Dark. Sucker Punch is resisted, and then you have nothing for Steals in the back. Ancient Power, Brave Bird's resisted, so it does not play the same. They've got their own Talonflame in the back here. So I don't even know if you'll live a fly. It's just a flame charge too, so that's unfortunate. I would probably just go 1 Incinerate and just fly the next one right away. Force them here. If they may shield, but I think you can then just Incinerate down, because you're going to get one here and another one here. And they do just go Brave Bird. Yeah, I think it's worth... oh, Ferrothorn. That is really rough for them. Ferrothorn, double weak to fire. So we're going to have to shield. than just like swapping here because worried that they're going to get to a move. Even if it's a Thunder, you'll live that with ease. So there's a Thunder. They're going to have to get to another move. Not going to happen. Yeah, those Incinerates are just ridiculous. I didn't actually put all, because you sent me like 13 battles, and I think I put like 10 in, so we may not even see the Bastion one. Dockspun on the lead, a Charmer. I have not seen many Dockspun this season. Which is kind of surprising, but also not surprising. Like, if you, with so many ghosts, if you're going to use a Charmer, Wiggly and this are so close anyways. But with all the ghosts, why wouldn't you use, like, why wouldn't you use just Wiggly? So, losing CMP on the Feraligatr, which is not great. Oh, they do let it go, though. And then just try and come in, Charm in, resisted here. So, they're going to get to another move here. Does this thing have energy? They may let it go, but... I mean, what are they doing? Corviknight, that's unfortunate. Just come in, Moltres, yeah. Sky Attack at best, I guess. Ironhead. Oh yeah, Ironhead's a good move. Nah, no, it's not. It's a fine move. Going for Ancient Power. This is neutral, so it won't do a ton, but enough to chip there. At this point, it's just Body Slam. Honestly, I would have just thrown a Body Slam just to force the, even though it's resisted. Force them to make a decision. That decision is to let it go. Skarmory. So I'm guessing Moltres is the safe swap here. To be hit. They are not leaving. And they eventually get into an Azumarill here. So catching the Ancient Power on the Azumarill. Can we get to a... no, we can't even get to the Brave Bird before the Ice Beam, which is brutal. So we're going to shield. Going straight for the Brave Bird. Where's your Switch Clock at? 'Cause the only reason you do this is if you can get out soon. Did you purposely not do that? Because it looked like you stopped pressing the button, but I don't know why you would do that. Unless you want a full Incinerate through here. Skarmory comes back in. Could have Brave Bird though, right? So you gonna have to shield this and then go down 2 shields, which is never a fun option, and it is just a Sky Attack. So can we take this out before they get to another move? Both of us do not think so. But they probably have an answer for another fire in the back. So you caught the Brave Bird. And there's Credilli. So there's your answer for fire, a rock Pokemon. So they may shield this up, may not. Yeah, they have 2 shields now. This is the top left because Rock Tomb is going to bury you. And that's putting it lightly. Clodsire. Okay, great lead. So they'll get into... This is the second time they tried to make a catch on Mandibuzz. So coming in Talonflame. So where's your... Again, 3 versus 5 is so hard for optimal timing. You almost just want to go 1 and throw. Oh yeah, that would be... 1 and throw would be optimal. Because that would be 5 versus 6. So you should have gone 1 and throw to just optimal timing there. Unless you're trying to get to a Brave Bird here. Because 1 and throw is optimal timing. 5 versus 6. And because you are now worried about the timing on the back, and on this one here, you like, because they may get to move after 1, you just kind of have to throw the move. They do let it go. Clodsire comes back in. Whoa. I don't know if it's worth getting out there. I saw you try to get out to Gastrodon. I think you want to keep that alignment because I assume they're gonna have ground covered in the back. Was my only thing, right? If you're weak to ground and ice, you have ground and ice covered in the back, and there is your Blastoise. Baited once, got a shield. Here comes the Earth Power. Lands. You can take a Hydro. They're going to have to throw 2 Hydros to take you out. And at that point, Skull Bash. I forgot. I keep forgetting this thing has Skull Bash. You've already seen Sludge Bomb, so going straight Brave Bird again. I'm wondering why you're not. Why are you throwing so early, especially when you're switch locked here? They do just let it go, so you're okay. Like on those ones, I think you already saw Sludge Bomb. I think, right? Did we see Sludge Bomb? I think with those ones, you just need to like farm up more. Like throwing the Brave Bird way to, like Brave Bird lowers your defense times 3, which means that like all those moves are going to do substantially more. So I think you just have to like let that go. Sorry, like if you're gonna throw the Brave Bird, you need to like build up to like almost 1.5 moves before you throw the Brave Bird. Like almost force them to throw energy earlier, as opposed to throwing the Brave Bird right away. It really leaves you vulnerable. Okay, next for the submission. I feel like I'm exhausted. I don't know what is happening. I mean, I know what's happening. We've hit burnout with life. Because that's why I'm only doing 1 videos on the weekend now. So I know why I'm exhausted. Because between the now 12 videos here and like 5 on the other channel and 2 young kids and work and life, obviously I'm reaching burnout. But anyways, thanks for this. Thanks for watching. League turnover tomorrow. I think we're now into Spring Cup tomorrow. I think it is Ultra League. I guess I should start playing a bit more. I think tomorrow is Ultra League and Spring Cup. It is, followed by Master League and Spring Cup. Ugh. So Spring Cup is water, grass, and fairy with Jumpluff, Roserade, and Toxapex not allowed. Well, Toxapex makes sense. I guess Roserade is also a poison grass, which gives you an advantage. So yeah, the poison grass give you a huge advantage. And I guess Jumpluff as a flying grass gives you an advantage too. So taking out 3 very strong Pokemon in Spring Cup. Is Spring Cup rankings up? They are up. Galarian, Weezing, okay. With Overheat though, because Sludge and Overheat. Sludge for the Sludge and Overheat. I know Sludge is such a good move now. I'm wondering why Overheat when Sludge would also hit super effective against all these other grass. I guess because Ferrothorn is the Galarian, Weezing is 1, the non-shadow is 2, and then the third Pokemon on this list is Ferrothorn. So I guess if you want like a move for Ferrothorn, Overheat being double super effective is a good one. And the Shadow Ferrothorn is 5 too. So and then your Lapras, Tentacruel maybe, yeah, Tentacruel is probably going to be a good one with the poison and water there combo. Really nice answer to, huge answer. Tentacruel is actually great because you got an answer to the most waters, grass, and fairies. So Tentacruel is a nice one there. Abomasnow, yeah, you know, you got your coverage for your waters and your grass as your ice there. So that makes sense. Klefki with Astonish, Foul Play, Play Rough, and Amoonguss for getting into. And Levani, Venusaur, Mawile. Oh, we're getting into some random stuff here. Araquanid at 21, Empoleon, Tropius. Holy Pokemon we haven't used in a long time. And then I don't even know how good the Pokemon down at 31 will be. So it's probably going to be like another one of these top 20 Pokemon leagues for 2 weeks. At least one of those weeks is Easter, so maybe people won't be watching that. I don't know. Okay. That is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.